come too far to abandon the change we fought for these past few years.
I'm sure will be tons of speeches that say exactly what I want to hear.
If people ask you, what's this campaign about?
I'm not interested in what he says anymore. I'm interested in what he's done.
You tell them it's still about hope.
I don't know if we can recover from this.
You tell them it's still about change. Hope. Change. Hope. Change.
As he would say it, we're ready for a change.
And I don't feel he deserves a second chance.
He promised change.
Promise, promise, promise. Obama let me down.
It's sad. It makes me angry. That really makes me very, very angry.
It just hasn't worked.
4 more years of Barack Obama would just be 4 more years of gridlock.
We tried change, and this is what change got us.
It'll be a travesty if that happens.
I could not vote for another 4 years of Obama.
They voted for the wrong guy.
Let's get the nation back in order.
I am not voting for President Obama. That much I do know. He's done a lousy job.
He didn't make good on any of his promises. Smoke and mirrors.
Farther and farther into debt.
Deficit is going up.
Business is closing. Government handouts.
I'm so disappointed. I expected a lot more. We're divided.
We're spending way too much.
I have no optimism.
I fear for my children.
People aren't angry. It's more disgust at this point. I'm exhausted and I'm tired.
The healthcare costs are going up also. To me, it looks very dismal.
It's not hopeful. That's just heartbreaking.
I've always been a Democrat.
I am a Democrat.
I live in Florida.
Registered Democrat.
I'm an independent.
I was raised Democrat.
Democrat. Democrat.
On the east side of Des Moines, Iowa.
I voted for President Obama. I voted for Obama. Of course, I voted for
Northeast Ohio.
Democrat.
Virginia.
My background's more of an independent.
Typically I vote more Democrat, but not this election.
I cannot vote for President Obama again. At first, I thought Obama, when he first came in office, was making things better and bringing people together. But my strong belief is he's made it worse, drove people apart.
He's not uniting the citizens to come together and be just one America. He's instead pointing out racial issues. He's pointing out income issues.
The message of the protesters is a message for the establishment every place.
Yeah, there's a type of a class warfare that is taking place.
The focus is on Wall Street and justifiable sin.
The protesters are giving voice to a more broad-based frustration about how our financial system works. If you got a business, you didn't build that. Somebody else made that happen.
It has divided the people because there are a lot of people out there that feel, hey, I work very, very hard for what I have, and I don't like people putting their hands in my pocket and telling me that I have to give it to someone else.
We have to restore a sense of responsibility in Washington. We have to do what businesses and families do. We've got to cut out the things we don't need.
There's no eating out. I don't have cable. We don't have a cell phone.
All the extras have been cut out.
No extras.
I have to budget my gas every month.
When we're planning to go anywhere on a weekend, we take into account how far it is, how much gas it's going to be. My kids, every day want this, want that. I have to say no, and I trying to find creative ways to tell him why he can't have something without saying I can't afford that. It's a struggle every single day.
We've had to make some sacrifices.
I mean, this is the limit. I gotta go by the budget.
Now, if you're a taxpayer concerned about deficits, I want you to understand I'm concerned about deficits too.
I've watched the debt get bigger and bigger and bigger, and it concerns me.
It's a continuation of, as our chairman has said, a budget that unfortunately spends a little bit too much, taxes too much, and borrows too much again. Well, at the end of the day, he's the chief executive, so the ultimate responsibility of the budget is his.
It would be better doing nothing than if we would actually pass this budget for the sake of our economy, for the sake of our future, and for the sake of jobs.
It's his job to come up with some fiscal plan that makes sense, that not only pays the bills, but helps us pay these debts that we have.
Maybe he just does not quite understand budgets because he hasn't had to live within a budget.
I'm not interested in what he says anymore. I'm interested in what he's done.
As he would say it, we're ready for a change.
I could not vote for another 4 years of Obama.